Hey, hey, hey. Okay, my friends, have you tried all the things to get new students in the door, but it really feels like nothing is working for you this year? In this week's episode, I'm going to be breaking down for you why trying different enrollment tactics are just not working for you and how to fix the problem. If you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I always want to know who's with me when I come live every single Wednesday morning. And if you just stumbled upon this somehow or you're new to our community, I'm Erin Bird and I support dance studio owners and educators to really grow their businesses without the burnout, the overwhelm, or sacrificing of their personal lives. Because the truth is, you can have passion, you can have profit, you can have the business and the life of your dreams. We just have to create a plan that is sustainable to allow you to do it. So if you're joining me, say hello. I want to know that you're here. Um, and if you're coming back in on the replay, I would love to know that as well. We can pick up the conversation, and this is an active conversation, which is something I always like to bring up at the top of every single show that I come on and do, is that this is a active conversation. We like to learn out loud here in our community, and so what does that mean? When something resonates with you, it get in the chat, drop it, hashtag nugget, oh my gosh, yes, right? For a couple reasons. One, it'll anchor in that idea for you. But two, for anyone who comes back in on the replay, they're going to lean in a little bit closer today when they see someone dropped a hashtag nugget or a this is gold or whatever it is. This conversations actually help others and we are better together. Better together. Na, 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 na. Okay, I'm grooving this morning. Um, so, but could someday talk about the difference between tactics and strategy? Chelsea, first of all, it is not totally basic. We are going to touch on that today. So you are absolutely in the right place when we talk about tactics versus strategy. And that actually is an important part of this today is really diving into that first because so many times I think people have the two a little muffled. It's a little fuzzy, like you said, and what the difference is and why it's so important to know the difference between the two. So without further ado, based upon that comment, let's just dive in. So let's get clear first on what are tactics and strategy. So tactics are the different things that you do so that you can try and implement, okay? So what do I mean by that? Tactics are like think about spaghetti noodles, right? And wet spaghetti noodles are different tactics. And then you always hear the saying, you throw them up against the wall and you see what sticks. Tactics are ways of going about things that can work and they are part of a strategy, but they're the actual things. So when we're talking in a bigger picture about free trials are a tactic. They're a tactic. For them to work, there has to be an overall strategy for making the thing work. Okay. Or when someone says, get out in the community and do booths, that is a tactic. But unless you have a strategy behind it, okay, yay! Unless you have a strategy behind it, you don't know if it's actually working, which is the topic of today's episode. Because, okay, I'm so glad that the analogy helped you. Because here's what I see happening, and I'm just going to dive right into it today. As I talk to studio owners, let me know right now if you're here watching live or if you come back on the replay, let me know the different tactics, the different things that you have tried this season to increase your enrollment. Drop them in the chat. Let me know. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to get to it. This is actually a little bit quick because I'm going to tell you 9 times out of 10, as I talk to studio owners who come to me and tell me, Erin, I've tried all the things, nothing is working. 9 times out of 10, they're throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. They do not actually have a strategy or understand what the objective of that activity really should be, or the outcome that is in alignment with the activity, with the tactic. So let me know, what have you tried? Get my coffee this morning. I need it today. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Let me know. There's a few of you watching here, and I don't know if you can answer, but here's the thing. When people tell me, Erin, I'm doing free trials, or I'm doing paid trials, whatever, I'm doing trials. I should just say, I'm doing trials. We're in the parades in our community. We're doing booths. We're handing out flyers at the school. We're doing all those things are tactics. And unless you have an actual strategy behind it that you can track and measure to see if it works for you, you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. Or Facebook ads or whatever it is. I see, so like, I can't tell you, I probably sound like a broken record, but when I have studio owners come to me and say, Erin, I don't understand. I did X, Y, and Z. My friend who's over wherever, they did this and they got way better results than I did. I did nothing more. It's not working for me. And then they start to tell themselves stories that it just doesn't work in their community, which I'm going to tell y'all is a big fat lie. It is not about the what. The what is the tactics. It's about the how. How are we doing them? How are we doing them? It's not about the what, it's about the how. It's about the how. And tell me, do you feel like trials are working for you? Yes or no? Okay. Because when me and my team dive into people's tactics and we look at what they're doing, what we typically find is there's actually not a great strategy. Yes, yay, trials are working. She is in our Empire Builders Club. And my friends, inside our Empire Builders Club, we dive into strategy. Strategy, not just tactics. We dive into the what and the how and the why. And the why. Okay. But so many times I see studio owners because, y'all, we're treading water and barely keeping our head above water. We're barely keeping our head above water. And so we see something or we hear something, or maybe something worked for us in the past that we tried. And so we're like, ooh, we're going to do that again. And it's just not landing the same. Well, here's the thing. Every once in a while, you might try a tactic, not really have a great strategy behind it, and that spaghetti sticks. And you get lucky that it sticks on the wall. But know that spaghetti, after a while, even if it sticks for a little while, it'll eventually fall off, or it'll get dry and crusty and dry up. And then who wants dried up spaghetti? Nobody, right? So, my friends, if you are, let me know, what do you feel like is working or actually not working for you this year? What's not working? And then how do we fix it? Okay. How do we fix it? The first thing is I want you to look at certain activities, and let's call a spade, y'all. A parade, while yes, they're part of an awareness strategy, they are part of a retention strategy for your current students. They are not a enrollment strategy. They are not. So if you feel like they are, or if you're going to a parade and then you're like, parades don't work for new students, you are not in align. Like, you do not know what the outcome should be or what the objective is of that tactic. Y'all getting things confused. We have to look at What is the activity? What is the tactic? And what is the desired outcome? What is the objective of participating or doing this particular activity? And does it make sense? So please, 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 my friends, do not go to a parade or something and be like, I'm going to go to the parade and there's 5,000 people that come to this parade and I'm going to get a whole bunch of new students. Y'all, like I said, 9 times out of 10, you are going to be sadly disappointed because that is actually not what the activity is meant for. Okay. So when people come into our camp, into our community, and start working with us inside of our Empire Builders Club, we really look at the what. Here are tactics. Here's how we take the tactics and we create a strategy and then a full marketing brand awareness plan so we can have enrollment coming in. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing that because I think that it's so important when people see from others. So she used to think that you would get students from parades, but she's so glad that she found us and changed her perspective because unfortunately so many times we think like, okay, well, yeah, people are going to see us out there, they're going to see us having fun and how great our dancers are, and they're going to want to join too. And while it's a little love tap, people are not going to walk away from that parade and go sprinting to your door, knocking and banging down your door saying, please take my daughter or son for dance. It's just not how it works, y'all. Okay. So we need a full strategy. Clearly, I like food. I make food analogies all the time. So here's another one. Tactics are ingredients. Tactics are ingredients. The strategy is the recipe. Because let me tell you what, I love food, but unless I have a recipe, y'all, it is not turning out for for me or for my family the way that I envisioned it. I could have a bunch of ingredients on our counter in our kitchen, and if I don't know what to do with them and have the proper steps, am I going to make a yummy, delicious meal? Me personally, no, I will not. My husband's a little better than I am, but y'all, my point being is we need to know the difference. It is the what, like, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? We're doing the parade. Why are we doing it? We're doing it for retention purposes and part of our awareness campaign. That's right. And then how are we doing it? How are we executing it? We're going to do free trials. Okay. Free trials, the what? The how. The how is what makes the difference from getting a few kiddos in the door and getting a lot of kiddos in the door. I have a client who just came into our camp over in August, and we made a few small tweaks. We created, took the tactic of free trials for her. We tweaked the strategy behind it. And in the last 30 days, she has enrolled in the last 30 days, she has enrolled over 100 new students through this trial system. We implemented a strategy. Y'all, 30 days, more than 100 students enrolled because we changed the how. We changed the how. She had the tactic, but she didn't have the strategy. So, my friends, if you are doing things that don't feel like they're meeting your goals and your objectives, I really want you to take a moment to think about, okay, I know what I'm doing. I know that these work for other people. Why are they not working for me? And it is not because, oh, it just doesn't work in my community. I'm going to tell you that it's not the tactic, it's the strategy. I have another client, Amber, same thing. She came to me. She told me, Erin, free trials don't work in my community. I said, I'm going to challenge you on that. And she said, okay, I'm going to do it your way. And guess what? She got 72 new enrollments through this new trial strategy and system. Okay. It's not the what, it was just the how. It's just the how. And that is what we really dive into inside of our Empire Builders Club. If you want more information about our Empire Builders Club, drop the word Empire below. I'll reach out to you and chat to you about our Empire Builders Club. Inside that club, we have a group coaching call every single week. Today, after our live here, we go into our planning session that we do every single month, the third week of the month, and we're planning for October. And we have a framework for that. So our members inside the Empire Builders Club, they're setting themselves up for success. They're being proactive, and they have the what, the how, and the why. So if you want more information about the Empire Builders Club, please drop the word Empire below. Me or my team will reach out to you, and we can chat with you and see if that's a good fit for you. But my friends, how do we fix this problem? We fix the problem by looking at what are we doing? Are we throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing if it sticks? Are we tracking and measuring data? Are we looking at analytically at the systems and the process and saying, what isn't working here? It is about the how. It's about the how. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's no magic pill. Fall enrollment right now, there are things, and again, I'm a data person. And so I was just on a call yesterday, a private coaching call with one of my clients, and we've been tracking data. And we really dug into her data. And one of the things that we recognized was that every 4 years, she had a dip in enrollment, August and September, every 4 years, which just happens to coincide with the election year and the Summer Olympics, right? Now, I'm not saying that there's things that we're doing to combat that, right? But what does that tell us? The data doesn't lie. So right now, even though she's like, Erin, I feel like we're starting off at a slow start, what the data showed us is that by October, it will pick up again. But every 4 years, her data shows, and the data doesn't lie, my friends, that her enrollment in August, September is not the same as those other 3 subsequent years. Okay. So we have to track and measure. And then we have to look at the how. We have to look at the how. Okay. So, how do we fix this problem right now? If you are seeing a decline in enrollment this fall, the first thing is really, my friends, dive into what it is that you're doing and the how. If you don't know, you need to get support, whether that's through us in the Empire Builders Club, whether I have other resources or other friends I can send you to. But if you really are feeling lost and don't know, sometimes you need that outside set of eyes, so we can see the forest for the trees. We can see what's happening, and then create a plan for you and a custom plan to fix your problem. Okay. But the biggest thing that you need to do right now, if your enrollment is low, I want you to go through and I want you to see where it's low. Is there a theme? Is it 3-year-olds? Is it 6 to 10-year-olds? Is it a genre? Is it hip hop? Is it tap? Is it what areas are you specifically the lowest in? And you need to create a game plan and a full-on campaign to go and fill those classes. So, you need to highlight, you need your footage, you need your language and your content to speak to those families of those children. If you try to talk to everyone, you talk to no one. So, right now, if you have specific gaps, if you have 3-year-olds, for instance, let's just say your marketing campaigns, your languaging, your content, you need to speak to parents of 3-year-olds. You need to have videos and images of 3-year-olds in your classes happy. And I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I get the question a lot, but Erin, in this one class, I only have 2 kiddos signed up, and I don't want to show pictures because people won't want to come because there's only 2 kiddos, and that's not fun. And how does that look on us? Y'all, you are overthinking it. As a parent, if I see a really cute picture of 2 3-year-olds holding hands, chassaying down the line together, I'm going to say, oh my gosh, how cute. They're making friends. And my kiddos look just like their kiddos. Stop overthinking it. There are ways of being creative, getting in there, getting pictures of 2 kiddos in class together where it doesn't look like, you're in an empty parking lot. Get in there, show what you stand for, speak your brand. What makes you a unicorn in a field of donkeys? Stop talking like everyone else in your community. I hear one more time, our studio's like a second home. I'm going to lose my mind. Everyone says that. Stop it. I'm getting on a little bit of a box right now. What makes you different? And why would I, as a parent, feel compelled to bring my child to your studio? But you have to start focusing on specific genres, specific age groups. What is it that you need to fill? And then you need to focus your attention on that. What you focus on grows. But if you tell yourself, oh, I'm so busy, I'm too busy, if your enrollment is down, there is nothing more important in your business than working on getting new students. Nothing. If growing your enrollment is your goal, there is nothing more important than making sure you take care of that piece of your business first. Eat the frog, do the thing. Okay. But right now, I'm going to leave you with, I encourage you to really do an audit of the things that you're doing. Yes, sometimes we're focusing on too much. When we have to rein it in. Because while we can do all the things, it doesn't mean we should. Okay. If you need support, drop the word Empire below. Dana, we're going to reach out to you and we'll chat with you about our Empire Builders Club. If you need support, if you feel like you're treading water and barely have your head above and you just don't know how to fix this problem, you guys, we are here to support you. We are here to support you. Get support. Like I said, whether it's through us in the Empire Builders Club, I have other friends I could send it to. It could be a spouse. It could be a office manager. Someone. It could be a friend. Get support from someone who can help you cut through all the noise. It's imperative. Okay? So, my friends, I'm going to leave you with this today. It's not the what. It's not what you're doing. It's how you're doing it. That will make the difference from having success in the time and energy and all the things that you're putting into it and making sure that you're getting those outcomes. It can be so frustrating when you feel like, Erin, I'm doing all the things. I'm spending all the time trying all the things. I'm trying the trials. I'm trying open house. I'm trying the booths. I'm trying the parades. I'm trying all the things, and it feels like nothing is working. My friends, time is money, right? And if you're investing all of your time trying all the things, but you're not seeing the rewards, then it tells me that it's not the what, it's the how for you. And we just need to focus our attention on the strategy side of things. Okay. But I encourage you to do an audit, see what you're doing, see what areas that you specifically need to fill first. You need to have a system, right? Those ones that maybe have ones and twosies, threes, or whatnot, y'all got to focus on those. You got to focus on those. You also have to give them the proper love before you give up. Too many times we give up before we've actually done the action that is going to yield the results. Like I had studio owners the other day who said to me, Erin, like I only have 2 in this class and it's no fun. Should I just cancel that class and see if I can move the kids? I'm like, you just started classes 2 weeks ago. What have you done to continue filling that class? And the answer was nothing. She hadn't really done all the things necessary to try to fill the class. So until you take all the actions, you shouldn't give up. You shouldn't throw in the towel. Okay? It's about being in action, but getting focused on what you want to grow. And then how do you want it to grow? All right. So, my friends, it's not the what. I know this might feel like a super fast one. It's not the what, it is the how. It is the how that makes the difference. And so, to fix your enrollment problem right now, you have to fix the how. We can't just have tactics. We can't have spaghetti we're throwing at the wall and hope that it sticks. And also, my friends, I'm just going to say it, hope is not a strategy. It's not. I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to hope and pray that it works. Y'all, it's not a strategy. So, if you're ready to get the support that you need to grow your business, to have simple and sustainable systems, if you want to, start to pull back and not be the end all be all in your studio, then drop the word empire and we'll talk and see what your specific goals are and how we can get you there. I'm Erin Bird, and I am going to see you next Wednesday for another episode of the Erin Bird Live Show, where we dive into all things business strategy, mindset, tips and tricks, and hopefully a little joy for you on these Wednesdays. I'm going to leave you there. I hope you have a fantastic day, my friends, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye, guys.